Wake up at Holiday Inn Express to a can't-miss breakfast that's free with every stay. Count on all the hot, fresh coffee you need and an incredible breakfast buffet that has something for everyone, like eggs, cinnamon rolls, and even hot, fresh pancakes with all the toppings you crave. Next time, do yourself a favor and stay at a Holiday Inn Express with a can't-miss breakfast that's free with every stay. So, when you wake up at Holiday Inn Express, you'll wake up happy. A part of IHG Hotels and Resorts.
And we are live. Welcome to Strikeout Beer, your least favorite podcast with your host, Alan Rapid Dave. I'm Rapid Dave. What's up, Alan?
Nothing. Got a fun fact for you.
Right out of the gate?
Do you know Christian Yelich was still in the league?
No. Is he still for the Brewers? What team's he on?
Yeah, he's still playing for the Brewers.
No kidding.
He's up the bat right now, bottom of the ninth. Yeah.
Cool.
I was like, that guy still plays. Okay.
All right. Dynamite stuff as always, folks. We'll see you later.
Well, it's been fun.
Yep, they're with the two viewers we had. They're out of here.
Like, these guys are talking fucking baseball again? What the fuck?
Oh, my God. What are we drinking tonight?
Oh, buddy, what are we drinking tonight? We are drinking from Samuel Adams, the Ditch Days 12-pack. This is all about ditching work and school and just whatever you got going on in your life, ditch it and drink this 12-pack. There's 4 different beers in here. 2 of them are traditional for, this is like their summer pack, right?
Right.
2 of them are traditional for the summer pack. 2 of them are brand new. What do you want to get into?
Due to time constraints, just in case, let's go to the new stuff, just in case we can't get to the old stuff that we've had every year. Hey, what's up, old school? How we doing?
And if I'm guessing which one you're going to pick, you want to go with the lager, right?
I don't know. I got them all in the box or the bag, so I didn't even look. I don't even have a bottle opener over here.
Well, that's poor planning.
Well, there's an IPA. So Summer Adventure Lager?
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll go with that one.
Sure. Why not?
I'll ease you into this 12-pack. How's that sound?
That sounds good. Yeah, no, I walked over here. I was darting around the house, and now I'm sitting here with no bottle opener. Are these twisties? They're not twisties, right?
I don't know. I didn't try.
Oh, God.
I didn't see arrows on it.
Yeah, that's a key. That's how you know that's a twister or not.
Look at that. That is just...
God, I'm about to put a puncture hole in that thing. Hold on.
Are you trying to use your taint to open it up? What's going on? And it's got... Here's what I like. We got right in here, inside the little bottle cap, it says... Can't really see it really well, but it says...
Threw my
Cheers.
headset on the ground.
Hope you're doing good, old school. Hope all is well.
All right.
That looks so crisp and clear.
I mean, lagers are supposed to be like that, right? They're supposed to have a nice golden color, pale on the end, whatever. Old man Jersey in the house. What's up?
What's up? So Summer Adventure Lager, easy and crisp, with summery hints of pineapple and lime. Each sip encourages you to get outside and make the most of your summer.
There you go.
TJ Burns in the house. What is going on, brother?
What's up, TJ?
That is really good.
I got too much stuff going on this desk.
I think something that Sam Adams has really figured out, outside of just brewing beer, their summer stuff has been phenomenal.
Like a little zesty, isn't it? Little
a little pineapple and lime in it.
Pineapple and lime, yeah, a little citrusy. No, we're not drinking whiskey.
Night.
We're not doing that.
It's not Whiskey Monday.
I only got out of control last week and just couldn't do it. I
didn't get out of control. I was very much in control.
Yeah. I know we had 3 other videos after that. You're like, come on, man, let's just drink another. So I'll tell you this, the fact that they're not published tells me that you either forgot about them, have no confidence in them, or never went back to watch them. You were out of control.
You're the one who posts them.
I didn't post those things. Not on they're on StreamYard or whatever. But yeah, no, I was out of town. But yeah, no, I'm not drinking whiskey, I'll tell you that. I need it. You know what? I got all the way back home and like the allergies hit me again. I don't know what's going on. Like I'm all snotty again. I'm like, what the hell's going on? So I went to work this morning, got up early, punched the clock. What is it? Scan your badge, right? They want badge scan. So I scan my badge. I go, I'm here. God damn it. And so I hang out.
And now I'm leaving. I scanned my badge and now I'm out. I'll be back in 8 hours to scan it again.
And I scan it and then I'm like, all right, I'm done. But I get home, I'm like, you know what? I'm kind of tired. Just kind of tired from sitting on my ass all day. Let me take like an hour nap. I fell asleep on the couch and zonked out. I was like, huh. I woke up like looking around all confused and disheveled. I'm like, I just started stuffing Funyuns in my face. I was like, I guess I need to cook some dinner. Is there anything better than Funyuns? Like Funyuns are still legendary, and then the Flamin' Hot ones are just a step above.
I don't do the flaming hot ones. I'm a big fan of, like, as far as like kind of like my chip rating scale. Munchos are really good.
Really plain. I expect you to say that. For some reason, I would be like, you know what you like?
Just melt in your mouth. Like you just put in there, and it's like you eat a chip, and next thing you know, the whole bag is gone. You're like, what the just happened?
Yeah, Lizzie likes those. She likes those every so often. I'm like, yeah, they're okay. But they're like no flavor, just like you said, right? They're like they melt in your mouth. I'm like, that's not like that's like a wafer, Grandpa.
That's gone.
Yeah.
And of course, you know, I'm a big fan of like barbecue chips and things like that. Hertz has got a pretty darn good honey barbecue chip that I'm really been into here lately. Taco flavored Doritos are delicious. I definitely enjoy those.
I celebrate the Doritos entire catalog. I like them all.
What's up, Snowman?
Snowman had a hell of a show going earlier. I was watching him on YouTube. I sent you a message where half my messages aren't going through all of a sudden. Like, I think IT's onto me. And, like, they're flagging half my messages because half of them half of them are about big booty hoes or the other half are about beer. And so they're
I was going to say hump with it. One half is big booty hoes, the other half is hump with it. Okay.
But he had a great show going on. If you guys aren't following him, check him out. He's over there on YouTube. And he was breaking down, like he was doing draft talk today with some special guest. I can't remember the name, but
Steve.
They were doing good. It was really interesting, and I was like, they were doing. By the time I caught up, it was the AFC West.
Okay,
they were doing NFC West. Yeah, they were talking Seahawks and Niners, and yeah. Okay, yeah. But yeah,
okay.
I thought it was great. Had one AirPod in at work, chilling, listening to it. I'm so wired for the draft. Are you semi excited? Half chub? What do you got?
Oh, definitely got a half chub going on.
Yeah.
Like I can't wait. Now I got to record it and catch it because I got to take kiddo to something and all that.
That is the saddest shit I've ever heard in my life.
It's so sad, but it just is what it is. It's my lot in life.
That is the saddest
I will watch the entire thing minus the commercials. So I got that going for me.
They started
to cut all that out.
They started talking about the reason that something popped up earlier, and of course they're QB draft. QBs are all the rage, right? Like Stroud is just tumbling in the draft. They're like, well, hell, we don't even know when he'll be picked. And then Levis is starting to go up.
Stand up the Manning brothers. Don't tell them you're coming to their QB camp and then not show up.
And then also don't score a frittata score. You know what I mean? The guy scored the lowest score.
Smart. I don't know.
Well, reading.
He's just not smart.
It's a reaction test and things like that. So, yeah, he didn't do so hot with that. And so now they're talking about him to the Colts, but they've also talked Lions. So I'm like, if Will Levis goes to the Lions, I'm like, you guys need to get your S together because this is where everything always gets, real down and dirty. And I'm looking forward to it, though. I don't know what these teams are going to do. And, news broke today. You texted me. You said Aaron Rodgers got traded to the Jets. The Jets, Jets. What's your thoughts on that?
The Jets have already been eliminated from playoff contention now. It's crazy.
They had a better chance without Rodgers. They just need to find another quarterback. They didn't need to get this guy. They could have drafted a quarterback or something. Went after something. Maybe waited out for Brady. He's coming back. He's looking
for something to do.
Yeah, he ain't doing shit. He's sitting around with board on his ass, used to traveling the world and hanging out and whatnot, and now he's
watching his nephews play baseball and stuff like that, like going to games and things. And they got a picture of him. He's at his nephew's game and he's holding it up because his nephew's up to bat, taking video of it and things like that. But I went off on a whole tangent on it last week. When I talked to Horny, I had him, filling in for you because you were suffering from debilitating diarrhea, which I'm glad that's all worked itself out.
Not yet. Not all the way. I'm sitting on a, what are those things called? bedpan. I'm sitting on a bedpan.
Well, you're at least allowed to get off the toilet now. You weren't able to get off the toilet last week.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
kudos to you, brother.
Yeah.
Speedy recovery, thoughts and prayers. But the guy, they talk about this with sports. Once you start thinking that you might retire, you're retired.
Yeah.
Right. And he went up and straight up admitted, like, I went into that darkness retreat 90% retired.
Yeah.
He played last season 90% retired. Forget about the darkness retreat. Look at the way the guy played last year.
It's a terrible year for him. And you can blame it, on talent or whatever, but him and Christian Watson started having a good connection and whatnot towards the end. And he just felt, you know what? He got a whiff of maybe we're not going to win. And then you know what he did? Just mailed it in. He mailed it in.
I'm good, bro.
Yeah. I mean, so think about this. Let's break this down seriously and think about how good he had it, right? Versus where he's going. What division was he in? Who was his 3 teams in his division? That was the softest effing division. And you're in the NFC. The NFC only has 2 teams that are competent, right? The Niners and Eagles. That's it. And dude, I can't believe it. Like, he used to just go around and just pound town. He played the Bears twice a year. Bears suck. You said it a billion times. The Bears are absolutely awful, right?
Yeah, no, he's part owner of the Bears. That's for sure. That's well documented.
Then you got the Vikings that, what's his name only plays good on like certain, was it non-prime time games? You got to catch him.
But then you got the Vikings are talking about trading Dalvin Cook or just straight up cutting him. Like, where the hell did that come from?
Dude, teams are getting crazy.
Like, yeah, no, you know what? Dalvin Cook might not just be on the roster by the time the season starts. What? Yeah. Why? Have you guys not seen it? You guys close your eyes when he carries the ball so you don't know what happens? Bro, and when you open up your eyes, he's on the ground, so you're like, oh, this guy sucks.
Dude, Dalvin Cook is amazing. And but then the other team's the Lions, right? So the Lions are on the come up, right? Like you say, they're winning everything this year. So
yeah,
but that's what I'm saying. He built a life pounding the shit out of the Lions and Bears and the Vikings half the time. You know what I mean? Like, he beat y'all's asses so bad, and the Bears and the Vikings most of the time, that's how he's clocking these MVPs. He's in like the softest division on the earth. And he's in the weakest ass conference. The NFC sucks. Like, the NFC has a serious quarterback problem. And Aaron Rodgers is like, you know what? I'm going to the Jets. There's no... What are you thinking? I think the Jets are absolutely worse now. They're worse. He gets one taste of that Belichick defense. You got to play the Dolphins twice, the Bills twice. Freaking, you know what I mean? It's a terrible situation for him to be in.
Patriots twice.
God. Do you want any part of that? No, you don't want any part of that. Besides Lions, Bengals, who is your pick of making a Super Bowl next year? It ain't the Lions. And I don't think the Bengals are going to go back there. So for me, I think it's from the NFC. You're looking at the Niners or the Philly. Philly, oh my God. AFC, I always say the Bills, and it's the Bills or the Chiefs. So those are my 4 teams. Who you got, Alan? Like, realistically.
Realistically, I honestly think the Lions do have a chance to win this whole thing next year.
Everybody has a chance. There's odds on the book in Vegas. Yeah, there's always chance.
Yeah, I know. And our odds are pretty damn good compared to a lot of other teams in the league. So
you're sticking with that. You're sticking with that. All right, great.
Them, I mean, if the Eagles pull off this trade that's rumored to be done, if they end up trading for Derrick Henry, man, that's...
Can you imagine?
But here's what I'm going to say. They did just officially sign Matt Patricia for like a defensive position on the team.
Hey, Lizzie.
And that's not going to go good. That's not going to work out in the Eagles' favor. Patricia is garbage. The only time he's good is when he's got Belichick there, saving his ass. I think you're gonna have a cornerback problem because, homeboy, what's his name?
Homeboy Johnson.
Darius Slay left. The only reason why he requested a trade out of Detroit was because of Matt Patricia and the way that he treats players.
Really?
And now you've got him. Now he's one of the defensive coaches there. Slay's. I know they just re-signed him gave him a contract extension because he was talking about leaving, but then they didn't sign him. But now they did. I don't see that going well. Like, I don't see that working out. At some point in time, you're going to lose one of your best cornerbacks on your team. Arguably one of the best cornerbacks in the league still. that's not going to help you. So you're going to have some problems on the defensive side of the ball, I really think. You've also lost some other guys. CJ Gardner-Johnson is another player that they lost back there in that secondary. But offensively, they should still be clicking on all cylinders, especially if they trade for Derrick Henry. But I honestly, I hear that, right? But then I also think, why would the new GM trade Derrick Henry to the Eagles? Because the last GM traded A.J. Brown to the Eagles, and A.J. Brown went off on him, and he got fired the next week. So why would you then trade your next best player to the same team? Do you just want out? Did you take the job and you're like, you know what? I don't really want this job, but I already signed the contract. I'm here. I don't really want to quit. Maybe I can get fired.
Yeah, you don't want to quit because it looks bad, right? You want to get canned. Right. Old school, who do you got going to the Super Bowl? I meant to ask you that when I was talking, so sorry about that. Yeah, well, who do you got going? And you, Snowman, if you're still in here listening. But yeah, so I for me, it's just one of those things. That, back to Rodgers, it's like you gave up being a top 3 NFC quarterback to now you're not even top 5, bro. You're nowhere. Top 10? You're not. I mean.
It's the top 10 in his conference now.
Let me see. Let's see. Top 10. I gotta see because I can name quite a few QBs, and then it's like, okay, all right, you ready?
Yeah.
You got Pat Mahomes.
Okay.
Joe Burrow.
He's worse than Pat Mahomes. He's worse than Joe Burrow.
Josh Allen.
Worse than Josh Allen.
Justin Herbert.
Worse than Justin Herbert.
Trevor Lawrence.
Worse than Trevor Lawrence.
He's actually ranked out below him, but he's at Lamar Jackson.
I would take Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, and Deshaun Watson is in the talk, and I don't care about Deshaun Watson. I don't rank him.
Talking about retiring.
Yeah, I'm kind of done with Deshaun.
I don't know. Who else we got?
You know what? Let me give you the CBS NFL current rankings. Is this? Let me check the date on this real quick. Okay, this is last year. Okay, what about Russ Wilson?
I think Russ will do better this year with Sean Payton there.
Uh-huh. It's tough, isn't it?
I don't know. It is because whereas you have a guy where his teammates may like him with Rodgers, that Russ's teammates don't like him already. It's already documented, right?
Right. How about Tua? If Tua plays and he's healthy, nothing wrong with him, full strength.
I'm gonna take Tua over Rodgers just based off of longevity.
Right. Here's a tricky one.
I'm not basing this just off of this 1 year. I'm going to also base this kind of off of longevity too, right? Rodgers, you might get a year out of him, and that's it.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're done. And then where are you at?
I'm going to name.
You can't draft a quarterback because you're going to hurt his feelings.
Yeah, I'm going to name these last 3 guys because I don't want individual thoughts. You can ramble them all off. Kenny Pickett, Steelers. Zach Wilson, the Jets, which you can toss that out because he's the backup. And Davis Mills.
I mean, Davis Mills ain't bad.
He ain't bad.
I feel like if Davis Mills was on put Davis Mills on the Jets, you got yourself probably a playoff team there.
It is.
This holiday, instead of giving them something nice, why not gift them somewhere nice? During the IHG Hotels and Resorts Cyber Sale, you can do just that and save. Shopping is easy in the IHG One Rewards app, where you'll save 20% on travel across 6,000 plus global destinations. And if you want to gift yourself somewhere nice, go ahead. You'll earn more and save more during the cyber sale. Check out all the deals at ihg.com/cyber sale. Terms apply.
You probably know the feeling. Sweaty, fast breathing, quick heart rate. That's a cortisol spike. It feels awful, and its imbalance is the cause of your anxiety. Rebalance Health's 3-part anxiety system helps address it at the root. Rebalance Health lozenges are natural and designed for optimal absorption, providing 24-hour relief. Live life fully without feeling like you're fighting for it. Get 50% off your first month with code CALM23 at rebalancehealth.com.
Such a crazy, the Jets somehow went backwards with this trade. They got a couple picks. They gave up a bunch of picks, but they got a couple. I think they swapped first rounders or something like that.
You swapped first rounders this year, gave up second rounder this year, and a 5th or 6th rounder, and then second rounder next year. That if Rodgers plays 65% of the snaps, will become a first rounder.
Okay.
So I mean, heck, if you're the Jets and things aren't going bad, then you bench them.
Get
Like,
that pick.
like honestly, like if things start out and you're not making the playoffs, you bench them. I'm keeping my first round pick. You suck. I'm just giving up a second round pick now. Deal with it.
Deal with it.
Don't get lost in the woods eating shrooms, okay, bro? I'm done with you.
I said that on the couch. I was like sitting before I got up. I was like, I mean, he's just out there eating shrooms all effing season because they can't test for that kind of shit. He's out there, he's like throwing beach balls around. But yeah, I think I seriously do. Like, I don't know what I was thinking. Like maybe 6 months ago, I was like, oh yeah, it's a good trade, the Jets. But and now it's here and it's upon us. It's done, and I think the Jets have made a terrible decision. Like terrible decision. What's up, Guppy? How you doing? And real quick, we're having Summer Adventure Lager by Sam Adams. It's gone. Dude, this is a summer beer if I ever had one. It reminds me of a summer shandy, almost. Very close to it.
A little bit. Better taste. I'm not a big shandy fan, but the lager, this is extremely crushable.
Mm-hmm.
Extremely. Like, just knock that back. And I could have knocked it back a lot quicker, but I had to bash all these quarterbacks and mostly just the one, really. I mean, you just bashed the one.
You didn't bash
everybody else up.
Yeah.
I just got done telling you Davis Mills would be a better quarterback option than Aaron Rodgers, okay? I'm just spitting facts here, people. That's it. Fact check it. It's science.
We won't know until the season starts, but like right now, it's not something. I don't know what he's thinking. You know what I mean? I don't know what he's thinking. You know, he should have stayed in the NFC. He could have went to. I mean, there's every team in the NFC except for like 2 need a quarterback. He could have went out to the coast, man. There was rumors that he was going to San Francisco.
No, here's the thing though. He wasn't going to because the Packers said we're not trading him to the NFC.
Ah, that's okay.
They were only going to trade him to the AFC. So the only way he gets to the NFC is if he gets cut. And guess what? They weren't cutting him.
Unbelievable, man. Yeah. What a train wreck. I'm glad it's over. How do you feel? You're glad it's over?
I mean, it's just done. Like Cole sent me a message, sent me a little smiley face emoji. I'm like,
Is he excited? He wanted Rodgers?
Oh, dude, he's so excited. They're winning the Super Bowl now, if you ask him.
I wanted the MILF Hunter out there, man. Zach Wilson just slaying it on both ends. You know what I mean? Like, just getting after it.
He's going to take this out on Aaron Rodgers, you know.
A strange mom. I'm going with Jacksonville and Detroit. That's who you picking for the Super Bowl? Man, those are some dark horses. Jesus. Jacksonville?
Yeah, not that dark. I mean, yeah, Jacksonville, yeah, that's kind of dark. But Detroit, nah, man, you're gold. That's clear skies. You ready for this next one?
Yeah, let's get it. I was looking at the Jacksonville Jaguars record last year because I wanted to see if they're coming out as far as Detroit. Like, did y'all got a winning record last year, right?
Yeah, we were 9-8.
Oh, that's right, because you beat Rodgers on the last when he was like giving up and he
knocked his ass out of the playoffs.
There you go. All they had to do was like just hang out and moonwalk in, and they couldn't even do that.
They got pounded again by Detroit. We pounded them both times last season, for the record. Next up, we're drinking Take a Day IPA.
Ooh, that sounds nice. 9-8. So both teams. So Old School Wizard is in here from YouTube. The Legend 2.0 version. He's claiming 2 9-8 teams from 2 divisions that are terrible are going to go to the playoffs, or not only go to the playoffs but Super Bowl. I'm just look sexy. You know what? That's the kind of action you need, man. Something sexy out there. You need to put that out. Hey, get a hold of Bovada or whoever you bet with, Bet Online or what is it, FanDuel. Man, put that pick in because Jesus, that's got to be astronomical. I bet you bet like $1 and you'd be like a billionaire.
That's not true.
If you can pick both.
Nah. Jacksonville won their division last year.
So did Atlanta. So did Tampa Bay. No one gives a shit.
Atlanta did not win their division last year.
Tampa Bay did. Which one is it? Oh, that's Porch Rocker. Hold on.
Take a Day IPA. A crush of orange, tropical hop aroma, and just the right bitterness makes you want another sip. Skip out and enjoy your summer with this bold new IPA.
See, I think Old School's playing coy. I think he really does believe that the Chiefs are going to go back, but he's just trying to play it cool. You know, doesn't want to get too excited. Let Jacksonville have their day in the sun. But, you know, come on. What,
Ooh, that's
look,
tasty.
I just grabbed this and I grabbed my opener. Like, what am I doing?
You can't. That doesn't work like that.
I guess I had too many claws before the show.
We had a long talk about the Chiefs last week.
A long talk?
Long talk. Because, we had Horny in there, and I was asking, I was like, dude, you guys haven't gotten any wide receivers. All you've done is lose wide receivers. Who's he going to throw the ball to?
Kelsey.
And?
It doesn't matter. Who's the running back out there now? I don't even know who their team is.
Isaiah Pacheco.
Oh, yeah. Pacheco's not bad. Little fella.
He's okay.
He's a little bitty guy.
He's a little guy. That's
You got Sky Moore
Jeremy.
out there. You have, let's see, beep, 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 beep. MVS is still there. Kadarius Toney.
Yeah.
And then, there's only one running back, Isaiah Pacheco, right now, according, it's an unofficial depth chart, but it's according to Chiefs.com.
Okay. So, yeah. You got to do something.
Ooh,
But
there we go.
this is pretty damn tasty.
That's right. I already opened it. Sorry about that. McKinnon. Yeah, right. McKinnon's still there? I don't know.
Apparently not.
Let me see.
According to
McKinnon.
Chiefs.com.
Football running back, man. Does he even say? Yeah, no, it still says it.
Okay.
Still says he's there, but that's according to just Google. So maybe he hasn't been signed or whatever they
What
have.
the hell do you know, Google?
Yeah, Google doesn't know S. But yeah, I like Jared McKinnon. Jared McKinnon that's a hell of a fantasy guy, especially in like DFS. Buddy, you can plug him in, you're gonna get at least one touchdown.
He might just be the best running back there. We talked about that last week.
He really is.
As long as he can stay healthy. That's the big issue with McKinnon is can he stay healthy or not?
Yeah. There you go.
But this is really good. This one's 6% alcohol by volume.
All right.
The lager was 4.5%, which that definitely was. But this is really, really crushable.
Nice.
Like, holy crap.
Not to change subjects, we'll be right back with the NFL or NHL or NBA, whatever we're going to talk about next. But we have special guests joining us this Wednesday, 7 p.m. Central Time, in studio, hanging out right in this room with us. Michael Henson, the artist, the legend. I don't even know what else what else we can say about him.
The whiskey maker, comic book creator, holds back deal meetings at like I actually hit him up to host last week. He's like, sorry, I got a business meeting. And I was like, you got a business meeting at 7:00 at night?
I mean, the town hall's open at 7:00 on Wednesdays.
So I was like, that sounds shady.
Why? That sounds like other things we've heard before.
And he sends me some pictures of like some cards. He's like, oh, I had to finish, my deals with these cards in time for Vegas next week. I'm like, you're not sounding any more legitimate with this. You got these bootleg cards you're trying to get finished up before your meeting in Vegas next week.
Well, now it sounds like he's not going to be here on Wednesday.
No, he'll be here Wednesday.
You said it was next week, and that was last week.
No, this was us talking today. This was me talking to him today. Because when I hit him up, I was like, hey, do you have any more business meetings this week, or are you able to join us in studio? He's like, why'd you throw business in quotations? I was like, I don't know, man. Your business meeting at 7:00 at night sounds kind of shady.
That's when things get done, man. The Chamber of Commerce is open. You gotta grease some palms and hang out with people and go to a little mixer.
Yeah. So
this is all right.
But yeah.
All right.
It's pretty damn tasty.
Have you watched any NHL? Like one game?
I listened.
Listened?
Listening to the Stars.
Okay.
Because when they've been playing, I've been in the car.
Okay.
So
you haven't watched one game of any team?
Because you know what I'm watching when I watch TV? Baseball.
You're a baseball guy?
Baseball guy.
Baseball.
I'm not a hockey guy this year. I'm baseball guy this year. Okay.
It's the playoffs. It's only like a couple weeks left. It's not very, well, I guess there's like another. It seems like it goes forever. Like the NHL playoffs are just
this weekend. Do you know what we had going on in baseball this weekend?
We
had Ohtani versus Judge.
Yeah, Judge got creamed.
Did you see? So the first game. Did you see what happened in the first inning of the first game?
Mm-mm.
Ohtani comes up the bat, first inning, rips one to center, home run. except for Judge jump up and pulled it in. Robbed him of the homer.
Nice.
Angels still score a run. They're up 1-0. Bottom of the second. First batter gets on. Aaron Judge comes up the bat. Crushes a homer.
Ooh.
Like, no one's pulling that one back.
Okay.
Nobody pulled that one back.
Because you said homer for the other one, so I was waiting for somebody to pull this homer back as well.
No. And the last time they played against each other, last season, the last time, Judge did the same damn thing to Ohtani.
Ohtani just needs a little extra.
Needs a little.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, dude. I was at Slim Chickens when this was happening. Okay.
What the hell, Slim Chickens?
So it's a chicken eatery. Okay.
What's a chicken eatery?
A place where you eat chicken.
You mean just a chicken place?
Yeah, a chicken eatery. What?
Don't try to get fancy, you hick.
It is a little bit fancier, though. Okay.
Yeah, I bet you call McDonald's. You call McDonald's a burger eatery, I'm sure. Like you fucking dunce.
I do not. It's a burger joint. Different, completely different vibe. But no, they got the big TV there and they got the game on. I'm like, all right. And Ohtani hits that ball, and I'm like, oh! And then he steals it. Dude, I jumped up and screamed, and everyone kind of looked at me like, what the fuck is this white guy doing around here? Like, and I'm like,
why'd you say it like that?
Not just because I'm a white guy. And they don't know me.
So it wasn't a chicken eatery, it was a chicken joint?
No, it's chicken eatery.
Is that what they call it? I gotta look it up. What's it called?
Slim Chicken.
Slim Chicken.
You can get the works here.
It serves fresh, diverse menu. Diverse? How diverse? Let's take a look at this thing.
I mean, it serve chicken. They can get you chicken.
Oh, chicken wings?
Chicken wings.
Do you get a strawberry jar dessert? Have you ever had a jar dessert?
I have.
What do you think?
Slim Chicken.
From Slim Chicken.
It was pretty good. I didn't get the strawberry one.
I love strawberry. So it looks like everything's breaded. Got some wings in there, naked wings, it looks like. Got a nice little smoky cheddar wrap. Hey, they got franchising. You want to see how much it is to franchise one of those things?
I mean,
that's a fancy
quite
little place.
A few of them over here in this area.
Is there?
So this area that I'm in kind of saturated a little bit.
A lot of chicken being sold in your area.
Why Slim? Because it's better for you. No, the chicken. Look at the mascot chicken.
Is he slim? I'd already moved. I moved on. Yeah, no, dude, you're not getting slim on this stuff. This is like some fat shit. No, they got some like skinny models and what, but nah, man.
The mascot kind of looks like his nickname would be like Slim or something like that. Like
nice. You know, they look a lot like the chicken tenders and stuff like that. Reminds me of a lot like what's my favorite chicken joint? Jesus Christ, what's the name of that place? Cane's. It looks a lot like Cane's.
Not as big. Cane's has bigger chicky tenders.
Oh, okay.
And theirs are fresh, never frozen, you know.
There is nothing that pisses me off more than a small chicken tender. Like, I will fucking blow up.
These aren't small, but they're not as big as Cane's. Like, Cane's has some pretty decent-sized chicken tenders.
Cane's is the standard of chicken tenders. Like, if you order chicken tenders anywhere and they come out like, you know, chicken crispers are like at Chili's. You ever had those?
Yeah.
I want my chicken tenders that damn big. Or don't even give them to me. If they're not that damn big, I'm throwing it on the floor. I'm not sending it back to the kitchen. I'm knocking it off the table.
You're like a cat. You just knock it off the table.
Like, oops.
Did you look at your waiter? Is everything going okay?
Gotta get another beer. Apparently, I'm going to drink my dinner tonight with these little fucking chicken nuggets you brought me.
I'm sorry. Did I order chicken nuggets or chicken tenders? I'm confused now.
That's how I'm going to act next time I go out. I swear I was going to be a better person, like going forward. Like, I don't know what happened. Something happened to me. So I'm like, I'm going to be a good person. So I've been really nice to people and whatnot. But I think I'm just going to U-turn it and just be a complete jerk. Just go back to the way I used to be.
I mean,
life is so much easier like that.
So let me caution you against that with a tale. The cautionary tale of Bam Margera. Which, when he was younger, there's nobody worse than him, right? I mean, he just terrorized his dad, his family. Poor dad's just trying to take a dump, right? And he's just sitting there, and all of a sudden, he's getting the living crap kicked out of him. Like, leave me alone. He wakes up in the middle of the night, getting the crap kicked out of him. And now... That's
only because it happens in, like, California and Pennsylvania, wherever they're from, because that shit ain't happening down here. They're going to beat the shit out of that kid.
Oh, he just got that in the pills. That's a foul ball right off the junk.
Oh boy.
He got kicked off of Jackass.
Yeah, years ago, right?
Right. Like with the last movie, they wouldn't let him be in it.
Mm-hmm.
At the same time, you got guys covering themselves, their junk and bees, and all this crap.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you got kicked off of that show because you're just so wheels off. Meanwhile, they're cramming Tonka trunks up each other's butt.
Oh,
like
R.I.P.
Come on, man. Like, but now, like, he was on like kind of like a house arrest type thing or something like that, and this just happened. He took off because he didn't want to do something or whatever, and he's lost. He's on the lam in the woods. He ran apparently where he lives now, because he was with his parents, and he took off, and he just took off into the woods, and no one's been able to find him for like 2 days now.
Yeah, I heard he was running from the cops.
Yeah, just in the woods eating ants and whatever else you need to eat. Maybe he caught a snake with his bare hands, and somehow he forged a fire. And
I'm never that damn hungry where I'm going to go kill a snake by hand and whatever, not eat it. I'm not going to eat a damn snake. Hell no.
But yeah, you got to look at like kind of like him like later in life, and is that all karma for all the crap he did when he was younger?
I don't know. Maybe, right? It is hot and crooked. So this is just hot off the press. Okay, people?
Okay.
Hot off the press. We just had these made.
Oh.
So this is gray on the inside, gray on the handle, and then we got our beautiful logo right there. Yep. There we go. Look at that. Machine washable. You put this stuff in the dishwasher too. That looks good.
Top shelf?
Top shelf that bitch.
Top shelf? All right. Microwave safe?
Yeah, I think so. The bottom of it, I think this is the new stuff. So we got a mug press and some other shit or whatever. And but yeah. So there presses on there and fuses in, and it's locked in there, baby. Locked
and loaded. Machine washable top shelf. You don't have to wash that crap by hand.
Yeah, I hate washing shit by hand. And I know Lizzie does too.
Between aging and busy lifestyles, many women struggle with maintaining their physical and mental wellness. At Aquavita Concierge Healthcare Services for Women, we can help you revitalize your health and reclaim your life. We start from within by balancing your hormones, allowing your body to achieve and maintain desired weight goals. We also specialize in peptide therapies, regenerative medicine, sexual health, and aesthetics in our state-of-the-art facilities. Feel better, look better, live better at Aquavita. Visit aquavitality.com and begin your journey today.
Did you miss your deadline to renew your Medicaid coverage? You can still send your completed annual review form to Healthy Connections Medicaid. You may be assigned to another health plan, but you can ask to come back to First Choice within 60 days of renewed Medicaid eligibility. It's your family. It's your choice. First Choice is the right choice. Renew and choose us. Visit selecthealthofsc.com/renew to learn more.
Because like those other glasses that I had, the strikeout beer glasses, that had it was color on the front, and they're gone now because she's like, oops, and drops them on the fucking floor and they just shatter everywhere.
What?
Because I'm not hand washing shit. It's like, yeah, and I'm like, what the hell's going on? She's like, oh, I dropped your cup. I go, I mean, I know it's these though. Okay, you can put these in the dishwasher.
Hold on. First of all, it's not a cup. Okay, it's a pint glass. It's a lot fancier. Okay, this isn't some little sippy cup that you're given.
I'm surprised it didn't break the damn floor, like the tile from hitting it from like. I'm sure she left no chance, right? Like she's not dropping it from the hip. She like probably picked it up in the air and just let it go.
It was on the counter. And you were sitting at the table, you were sitting in the dining room watching TV, and she just looks at you and just goes, and just slides it off the table. And you're trying to like, what? And you're like, she's like, what happened?
What happened? So yeah. Now we can. I mean, hell, I'm gonna put that thing through the dishwasher about 10 or 15 times, and then there you go. So
give it the old test.
Pretty excited.
Nice.
Pretty excited. So we'll see how it goes. Oh man,
that's pretty cool. That is a nice mug, old school.
She's doing the Lord's work.
Pops. It pops. That logo pops off of it.
It really does. And I love the gray and the white It looks good too. It's just, it's just different. It's better than a traditional white mug, which we have the traditional little white mugs and things like that, but I just don't like those. Plus they're like 10 ounces, 12 ounces. I need a good 16-ounce mug. That's what
Is that what that one is?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
I need 16 ounces.
Couldn't tell the dimensions as you were holding it. So
yeah, there you go. She walked in here. She's all happy and stuff. I go, well, it's crooked. So you need to throw that one away. Like, I tell her that every time she brings a shirt in there or whatever, I go, it's crooked. And so I just, maybe one day she'll stop asking me. It's like,
slam it on the ground, mazel.
Jesus. But yeah, no, this beer's doing pretty good. So we've had all the beers from this 12-pack before, and they're quite tasty, and we like it.
No, these are brand new ones this year.
Well, I'm saying now we've had all four, because the other one's a Porch Rocker, and what's the other one? The Rattler?
Porch Rocker and Summer Ale.
Summer Ale. Okay.
Yeah.
They have a Rattler, right? There's a Rattler they have?
Yeah, that's the Porch Rocker. Lemon Rattler.
Roger. Yeah. Nice. Yep. Very nice.
Roger.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
you haven't watched any hockey? You've been watching the NBA? You just not watching anything. You're just a baseball guy, huh? I can respect that. I can respect that.
I'm pretty sure I went over the fact that I'm a baseball guy now. I'll watch some highlights.
NBA is so incredibly boring and it's so dumb.
What do you think about this whole Dylan Brooks thing?
I don't even know who that is.
So Dylan Brooks is he's a basketball player, man, for the Memphis Grizzlies, who are currently playing the Los Angeles Lakers.
Yeah, he looks like he's been punched in the forehead like 47 times, like every morning. Yeah,
had a game, and they're asking, covering LeBron. What do you think? He's like, man, he's talking crap about LeBron. Like, you're not worried about poking the bear? He's like, no, he's old. I'm not worried about that.
Dude's like 40.
And meanwhile, LeBron's going off for like 20-something points, 20, 30 points or something like that. And
that's not
doing
going
good.
Off.
Well, at least he's playing well. Okay. Series is tied at 1-1. He's not worried about it. And this last game, excuse me, did you see him just punch LeBron in the junk?
Little cup check, reaching for the ball.
Just straight up, just like
I would have appreciated a wind up more. I think I would have been more excited with a full wind up. Yeah.
As they're losing by like 20-something points after you just got done talking all this trash after the last game. Now you're losing by 20-something points. So what's your next move? I'm just gonna punch him in the dick.
I mean, what's your next move in general?
If I can't beat him, then I'm just gonna punch him in the junk.
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing, man? Like,
he's like, the media made me out to be.
Game and got a flagrant, and the NBA reviewed it. No, there's no further penalties. Okay, that's cool. It's gonna come back the next game. They're gonna be losing by 20 again. What's he gonna do? Turn around and punch him again? Like, is that your go-to move when you're down by 20? Like,
I would show him. I would respect him so much if he showed him the fist and he goes, "You go up by 20, you're getting it again." I'm telling you, by the second or third time, he's probably not going to want to get those points.
or he tells him that and he goes, "Okay, cool." Goes over the sideline, goes to the equipment manager, "Hey, bring me a cup, bro.
Bring me a cup." I mean, you got Draymond, you got this guy dick punching people. Then you got Draymond like WWE stomping on dudes, and he's like, "What?" I go, "Dude, I don't know what it was. I've been saying it for years. I go, there's nothing that this guy can do to get thrown out of a game because he's done everything right, yelling at refs and all that shit. They'll tee him up, and then finally they're like, "Oh, you know what? You were tossing." I'm like, "Oh shit." I'm like, who gives a shit at this point? Just let him keep fucking being an asshole. He's the biggest jerk on the court, and he's tough against everybody except when there's the dude's bigger than he is. Then he's a little bitch because I think it was LeBron. I really do. I think he cheap shot somebody, and then he gets up, and the guy's shouting, he just walks off. Usually you can't get this fucking guy to shut up. Like, that's the trick, getting him to shut up. Like, oh my
Put
God.
LeBron in front of him. It's just, unfortunately, only one team can pull that move. There's only one team. Yeah. Like,
unbelievable.
That's it.
Well, I mean, most of these guys are punk asses.
He had to sit out the next game, because he's got so many freaking technical fouls because he's just a
colossal asshole.
Here's the crazy thing about this, though. Like, he's a really good basketball player.
What?
Like,
who are we talking about?
Draymond. He's a really great defensive player.
Okay.
He really is.
All right.
And he's a glue guy. I'm not talking about Dylan Brooks. No, Dylan Brooks is just some punk, right? But Draymond is a really good basketball player. He doesn't need to do that stuff. But for whatever reason, he does.
You're giving my ears AIDS from this stupid shit.
I'm not talking about the other guy, but no, he is. At the end of the day, you're going to sit back. They're going to sit back and look at his career, and he's probably going to be a Hall of Famer.
The only reason he would ever be considered for the Hall of Fame is that he's tagged along in this Golden State team. That's it. That's the only way. Just getting the rings, being his ass drugging up and down the court by Klay Thompson and Steph Curry, and everyone else doing everything. And this guy puts up like
deal though. It's a package deal with these three.
He's like 5 fucking technicals and 4 rebounds. You know what I mean?
You can only get 2 in a game, so that's false.
I was doing a cumulative over 6 games,
but it's a package deal with those three. They work so great together. They keep the team together. If them outside of that, depending on where they end up, maybe they can. But with these three, they found a way. And early in the career was also Andre Iguodala. Was coming off the bench, was a huge part of that. I think he won the MVP in the first championship that they won, coming off the bench and things like that. But at the end of the day, they're going to sit back and he's going to end up being a Hall of Famer. That's just all there is to it. But he's kind of like a.
That's a hell of a take. That's a hell of a take.
I don't think it is.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about Kendrick Perkins, okay? I'm not talking about that guy.
The most racist guy in fucking America.
He is.
He's the most racist fucking guy in America.
I don't know.
That's allowed to be on television. That's the craziest fucking part. I keep seeing him on goddamn television. I'm like, I guess there's no recourse. I don't know. I
mean, there's definitely more racist people on TV than him.
I don't know about all that. Then they had Durant. Yeah, Durant was back then, right?
Yeah, they had Durant too. Let's go to the Summer Ale. Are we going to get through all 4?
Nah, we got about 15 minutes or 13 minutes, and I'll be done. Ugh.
So
I'll do another
all 4. Okay, well, I mean, we're at least going to do one more. Summer Ale.
I mean, I can hit the brakes and then make you just drink them. You're not the boss of me. I'll do what I want. I got Summer Ale out though. The green, yellow one, right?
Yellow.
Old school. You got to get this pack, man. This pack is. I'm serious. This might be right up your alley. And especially, I know it's cold. Like right now, we got this crazy cold front that just came through. It's like it was 50 degrees or whatever last night, and it's supposed to be like 70, 80, damn near 90. It's almost May here in Texas. We should be like getting ready for just going and hanging out in the pool, man. Like it should be almost party time. And this is a party pack for sure. This is a party pack.
It should have been this weekend. Like we had 80 degrees leading all the way up to Sunday. And my kid was actually supposed to go to a pool party on Sunday that they ended up having to cancel because we got the rain and the temp dropped into the 50s. It was like, the hell did this come from?
Yeah. It happens every so often. I was explaining that to somebody. It was probably a handful, like a couple of years ago, I think it snowed in April. And then like 10 years before that, it snowed in April. And they're like, really? I go, yeah. I mean, it'll do it sometimes in April. You get that fall, spring. But then, whatever. But like, I really expected, like for me, I want the spring. I want everything. Everything's cleaned up in the backyard. I'm ready to be in the backyard.
Hashtag me too. Summer Ale. This bright citrus wheat ale is summer in a glass. Bursting with orange, lemon, and lime peels, Summer Ale finishes clean and subtle with grains of paradise, which accent the crisp wheat character, iconic and refreshing. Summer Ale is perfect for any summer day.
Nice. Yeah, I know. That's what people were talking about. It's going in, I think, Muffin up in Ohio. He was like, it was snowing there yesterday or some shit. And I was like, dude.
Well, yeah, that's, up north like that, yeah.
It's just still, everything's supposed to already kind of moved on, but it's a crazy system. And like I said, as soon as I got back home, here's the allergies again. And I'm like, what the hell, man? Just let's get this over with.
It happens with the weather going back and forth too, right? Baby. When that weather goes from warm to cold, cold to warm, things like that, it really F's with allergies. Yeah. I deal with it with the kiddos all the time, But yeah, just pick a weather and stick with it.
I mean, at least we're getting some sort of 4 seasons, which is nice. Sometimes we don't even get that. We'll go straight from winter to summer, summer to winter, and we don't get that break. Sometimes it's just fall and summer, really. But, it's nice. We'll see.
I was going to say spring and summer.
Yeah, you get some milder weather. Allergies killing me this morning. Yeah, I'm telling you. It's like I got back, I'm like, this isn't just, it sucks. I was like, all of a sudden, my throat was hurting again. I can feel the congestion and whatnot. I'm like, oh, God. It's kind of exhausting. Like, you're just tired. It's like, damn. If you're going to give me what do they call it, the sinus infection or something like that, just give it to me. Because then I can just go get medicine for it, and I'll knock it out. You can't get that medicine if you don't have it.
Yeah. Excuse me. This is delicious.
Mm-hmm.
B from what is going on, brother? Thanks for joining us.
What's up, B? Now, I think this might be the 4th year that we're having this, because this is one of those packs that come around now. It's changed its name over the last several years. It hasn't been Ditch Days the whole time, but this is a pack that you'd always have the the Summer Ale and the Rattler, right? It's a summer pack.
The Porch Rocker started, I think that was like a new edition 3, maybe 4 years ago.
Yeah. But they've had the summer pack.
It was always the summer pack. We've had the summer pack before then.
Mm-hmm.
But I remember when Porch Rocker was a new beer that year. I didn't know the warm to cold affected the allergies, but that lines up for me. Yeah, no, it definitely does. Like, it's having 2 kids that have seasonal allergies and seasonal asthma. It really wreaks havoc on them. The oldest one's kind of outgrown it, but the youngest one, she'll go through it, and every once in a while, especially if it gets too bad, she'll spend a day at home doing breathing treatments all day, every 4 hours.
About to trim this beer. So. It's about to go bye-bye, I think. I think so. I think it's about to go bye-bye.
Okay.
Can't take it no more.
You've been saying that for a few years.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's about that time. Maybe we'll see. Maybe we'll see what it hits this year, like temp-wise, and I'm like, you know what? I need like a mustache. So maybe I'll start growing out this part a little bit more, so then I can shave all this, and then I'll go just the summer with the mustache. Oh, that'd be dope.
Okay.
So dope.
You a cop? Yeah, tell me if you're a cop.
I don't have to tell you shit. That's what I'm going to tell everybody, too.
If you're a cop, you got to tell me.
Mm-hmm.
So I got a story I needed to bring up. I mean, snapped a picture of this on the old internet. And I'm going to tell you the story, and I will give you a guess. I want to give you one guess of what state it's in.
Oregon.
But, let me read the story.
Oh, okay.
I haven't even read the story. Bridget Watkins, 43 of blank, who allegedly took fawns into her home and raised the deer with the intentions of training them to attack hunters, was taken into custody on Friday. At the time of the arrest, Watkins was in possession of several grams of what?
Meth.
Yes. 4 deer and many stolen, broken electronics. Attention was drawn to Watkins when she began giving meth to the young deer, and they were caught rummaging through people's garages and back porches. A homeowner followed one of the deer back to Watkins' residence in an attempt to recover his property. He found himself face to face with Watkins, wearing only a duct tape bikini.
Oh, hell yes.
Disassembling his clock radio.
Wait, so he went to look for his property, which was broken, because all she had was broken shit, right?
Well, I think it was broken after she got it.
Wait, so she's just getting good shit and breaking everything?
She was disassembling the clock radio when he got there. So what state? Let's play the game.
I bet you $1,000 I can do it. I bet you $1,000 I get this.
What state did this take place in? That story's all methed up.
Yeah. Rod, you're close.
Rod says Florida.
I'm saying Arkansas.
You're saying Arkansas. Mm-hmm. Okay. And any other guesses? Old school, what do you got? Let us know. Tell us in the comments before I break what state it's in.
Uh-huh. And while you do that, let's see, imagine having season like winter, week of summer, spring of 2 weeks, 3 weeks of winter, then a few weeks of spring, 4 months of summer, and then cold snap for 2 days of summer again like we do. Oh, boy. Ugh. Yeah.
Beast in Oklahoma. Okay, it's a pretty good guess.
That's not. Yeah. Not,
So far, I will say this: 3 good guesses with Oklahoma, Florida, and Arkansas.
guarantee.
Any other guesses?
Guarantee him to it. There's no effing way. I was gonna go Alabama, but I think the meth and the deer
would be a good guess.
Yeah.
Would be. I like that you're using your context clues there. I'm proud of you, buddy. It is in fact Arkansas. That's right.
If there's one thing I know, it's hillbilly shit. You know what I mean? Like I know what happens in like a handful of states.
What was old school said? What was the story again? Oh,
Nevada. Jesus, old school. You got to keep it in line, bud. Keep it in line. I like when old school's been drinking. He's fun drinking.
I like the fact that like she was keeping the deer to train them to attack hunters when hunters would come after them.
My favorite part of the story was duct tape bikini. I don't know how many times I've asked Lizzie to put on a duct tape bikini, but it's more than once.
It's at least twice.
It's Kentucky Chrome, baby. Put that shit on. And if you want it off, jump in the pool. The chlorine will eat that shit right off. Don't have to worry about that.
Don't have to worry about that. Arkansas woman says, move over, Florida man.
Yeah. Florida's just as Will's off.
Looking for a fun way to win 25 times your money this football and basketball season? Test your skills on Prize Picks, the most exciting way to play daily fantasy sports. Just select 2 or more players, pick more or less on their projection for a wide variety of stats, and place your entry. It's as easy as that. If you have the skills, you can turn $10 into $250 with just a few taps. Easy gameplay, quick withdrawals, and injury insurance on your picks are what make Prize Picks the #1 daily fantasy sports app. Ready to test your skills? Join the Prize Picks community of more than 7 million players who have already signed up. Right now, Prize Picks will match your first deposit up to $100. Just visit prizepicks.com/play100 and use code play100. That's code play100 at prizepicks.com/play100 for a first deposit match up to $100. Prize Picks, daily fantasy sports made easy.
Judy was boring.
Hello.
Then Judy discovered ChumbaCasino.com.
It's my little escape.
Now Judy's the life of the party.
Oh, baby, mama's bringing home the bacon.
Whoa, take it easy, Judy. The Chumba life is for everybody. So go to ChumbaCasino.com and play over 100 casino-style games. Join today and play for free for your chance to redeem some serious prizes. ChumbaCasino.com.
No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18+ terms and conditions apply. See website for details.
Those 2 states are so fucking crazy. They're great to visit, though. I love being there. Like, Arkansas is gorgeous. Arkansas is gorgeous.
It is. Go out to the country in Arkansas, do some camping out there. Awesome.
Yeah. And in Florida's the same thing. I love Florida. Love going down to Florida. Love being in Miami. The only place I haven't really been is, like, say, Jacksonville. But I've been everywhere else.
Hold my meth, Florida man.
Oh, boy. I'm telling you. Shit. Well, you know, she's trying to teach the deer how to be a little bit more combative when the hunters come to get them.
A little more self-sufficient and some self-defense,
Yeah,
She took them in as her own kids, right? You would teach your kids to stand up to bullies. This is what she's doing.
I mean, if a deer turns and runs at you, you might be a little bit more timid to fucking shoot it. You might not get that straight shot off.
I did kind of find it funny, like, so she got caught because she started giving the deer meth.
How the hell did she get caught giving the deer meth? The game warden catch on?
This is when she got caught.
Yeah.
Because then the deer would go and rummage through people's garages. So, like, it almost sounded like the deer was the one going through their garages and stealing the electronics. Like, kind of how the story made it sound.
I mean, shit, if you can do that, you're talking. We got a close. Who's that fairy tale princess, Snow White? She's like to talk to birds and shit or something. You got like a Disney movie on your hands. And they don't say no to nothing.
Because so listen. Hold on, let me pull this back up again.
I mean, come on, man, this is the worst.
Listen to how the story goes.
Oh, I was listening. You don't know.
Attention was just pay attention. Attention was drawn to Watkins when she began giving them the meth to young deer, and they were caught rummaging through people's garages and back porches. And then with this next line, A homeowner followed one of the deer back to Watkins' residence in an attempt to recover his property. So that leads me to believe this deer had his stuff and took it.
The picture of the clock in the story was one of those clocks from the 80s or 90s.
He found himself face to face with Watkins wearing only a duct tape bikini, disassembling the clock radio. So the deer took the clock radio home to mama. She was disassembling it. The guy follows the deer home, and that's how he finds it.
I don't know, man. I feel like if you're in Arkansas and you come across some woman in like a Kentucky Chrome bikini, I don't think you're calling the cops at that point. You want to see where this goes, right? But maybe she wasn't really wanting to put out, so then he's like, yeah, I got to fucking call the cops.
Well, I'll share the picture with you later. You're not wanting to see where this goes.
She's methed up. No, I mean, it's Arkansas. I mean, shit. I mean, Arkansas 10's like a Texas 2. I don't give a shit. You know what I mean?
B looked up the story. He's like, the picture of the clock in the story was one of those clocks from like the 80s, early 90s. The same alarm clock all of our parents had.
Yeah. You're teaching the deer something. Yeah, to still. Can you? I mean, I swear to God, this chick needs to be like, researched. Like, how the hell did you get a freaking deer to steal shit?
Right. But was it because of the meth? So I got to give animals meth and they'll steal stuff for me? Possibly. What are we stealing? I mean, old. Here's the thing. That's an old retro alarm clock. I'll probably get a good $30-$40 for that on eBay.
Shit. Arkansas has more letters than residents have teeth. I know, that's what I'm saying. It's pretty rough out there. I've been through there. Yeah, that's it's a no thank you for me. That's what that is.
A no fly zone for you.
Yeah, no thank you. No thank you at all. Like, there's certain states that I don't even fucking stop in. Like, when I used to travel to Kentucky or whatever, it's like, I wouldn't even stop in Tennessee. I'd make sure I got my gas in Arkansas, and I ain't stopping in Tennessee.
It's funny. It's funny you bring up Tennessee, because the time I drove through Tennessee, all you wanted to hear about was when I got to Memphis. Tell me, are you in Memphis yet? You called me every 5 minutes wanting me to be in Memphis.
Yeah, because you need to fill up before you get to Memphis, and then that way you can drive through Tennessee.
Yeah.
No one stops in Tennessee.
I think I did.
I don't remember. I've been there so many freaking times. Yeah. No, Jesus. It's so crazy.
Oh, man.
So the WNBA season starts. We have listen, I know as far-fetched as this sounds, people. You're listening to this right now. You might be on iTunes, iHeartRadio, Spotify, wherever you stream your favorite podcast, or you're listening live on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch. But listen up, folks. We have a WNBA fantasy basketball league. It's open right now. We're going to fill it to 10 teams. And I'll be honest with you, the season starts May 19th, if I'm not mistaken. Let me double-check real quick, because I do have it pulled up. I decided to look it up because I was like, you know what? We're going to go to some Wings games. And, yep, May 19th, Friday, May 19th. So there you go. That's when the season kicks off. Now, we'd like to get these spots filled, have a little bit of fun.
5 spots left.
5 spots. There we go.
The Joanna Mans just recently joined.
Oh. We're going to have fun. But here's the little caveat to the whole thing, a little requirement. We don't want people to join who's not going to be a participant. Now, you can talk shit. You can light up those message boards. Maybe we'll have a group chat on text message or something like that, because I like to operate within it, because I don't respect the constructs of ESPN, because they try to censor me, and I don't want to be censored. So maybe we'll put together a little text group or whatever, but I want people to be active. Like, make sure you're setting lineups and things like that. We just started fantasy football, or fantasy baseball, that is. Alan joined a team, I joined a team, or joined a league. And it's the same thing. But this one, we're actually running from strikeout here. We want people to participate. We want people in the league who are going to be active and not just join, auto draft, and we don't hear a peep out of them. They don't set a lineup. It's just a blank team. We don't want that. And Alan froze. I thought he was just looking at me intently, like just giving me those lovely, eyes. He's like looking at me, the come hither look. There he is. God. The man's holding on to AOL dial-up. I mean, he's holding on so damn tight. It's amazing. It's freaking amazing. So, yeah, that's what we want. We want people who are going to be a part of the league. Listen, I don't know how. I've never played fantasy basketball before. I'm just getting my feet wet with fantasy baseball. So, but, yeah, we want people to be active, okay?
How'd you do this last week in fantasy baseball?
One.
What was your win-loss?
Oh, like 8-2 or some shit like that.
Yeah,
6-2.
I was 8-2 as well. Moved up from 7th place up to 2nd place. I'm 2.5 back.
There you go.
Things are looking good. Still conceding the save position. I got no closers on my team. Just is what it is. I'll give one category because if I go pick up a guy, that's just one, right? I think you got to at least have 2 closers on your team to be competitive in that role. I'm not going to have it, so I'm just going to focus on all the other categories.
I've worked the waiver wire a couple times, and this time I put in like 3 claims, and one of them's a reliever. I want a closer, and it's a guy that just did. I think he's a Houston closer. B from O, dude. If you ever get back to Memphis, you have to go near the truck stops in West Memphis, Arkansas, with a CB radio. Was a truck driver for a few years. Y'all know it is hilarious.
Oh yeah,
I've been driving up through Memphis ever since I was about like 10 years old. And, yeah, we had a CB radio going up through the 90s and whatnot. So, yeah, listen to these truckers and all that shit. I mean, it is funny. And it keeps you up, keeps you awake while you're driving, you know. I mean, it's for me, it's a 13-hour drive. I love it. I can't do it no more. And we're done with that. Yeah, so we're flying when we have to go to Kentucky.
Yeah, those days are past. They're no longer a thing.
I have my limit. My limit is, I think, 4.5, maybe 6. Maybe 6 hours. Maybe 6 hours.
No, I can definitely do more than that. But
no. I mean, I could do more. I'm saying that's my limit now because that's what I want it to be. Right. Everyone has to figure out their number, right, to where it's worth driving or it's worth flying. And like if it's me and Lizzie, it's like about 6 hours, 7 hours. Yeah, we're probably going to fly. 9 hours, 10 hours, things like that. I mean, you have to, because when you fly, you have to worry about a rental car, things like that, airfare, and just the hassle of air travel.
Yeah, and you've got to load enough people. Like with me, I got to consider the cost of 4 people versus driving and flying.
Same thing with my brother.
So the distance driving will be a lot further for me than it will be for you.
Mm-hmm.
So you know about the green smoke, white, purple smoke, and high-speed chicken feed. Police been doing the 2 catch drivers for 20 years.
I've been pulled over one time in Memphis, and I was going like 25 over the speed limit, I think it was. It's late one night. I was just kind of trucking, it was probably like 2 a.m., and they're like, hey, there was an unmarked car that pulled me over too, and so I grabbed I had a hold of it. I was like, all right, let me just make sure it's not some asshole being funny. And so I was sitting there, I was like, all right. And they're
revving the engine as he's walking up, just to.
No. I had it pressed against the door. I was like, something's about to happen.
Your nunchucks?
Yeah. And, but now I'll tell you what, I mean, it's part of that thing because I always drive at night, right? We leave either early in the morning or we leave late at night, and that's how we kind of beat traffic and whatnot.
Yeah.
And it's a bit scary, I'll be honest with you. You know what I mean? It's just one of those things where, not everybody's on the up and not everybody, it's not as friendly as it was back in the day. Now it's just annoying. I hate how the world's become. It's like shit, Yeah.
You used to be able to hitchhike across the country and it wasn't a problem.
You used to, right? I mean, I have stories from hearing it from like my parents, my uncles, my aunts, all these other people, whatever. They just, when they wanted to go somewhere, they just fucking went. And people would pick them up, man. It's like, oh my God. It's like, really? I was like, remember when we were kids? It was like, don't talk to strangers, don't do this, don't do that. Now, of course, that's how we live our lives. We have strangers deliver our food. We get in cars with complete strangers. We do all this other shit or whatever. And it's like,
Yeah, but also at the same time, like it's also like now, like back then, if you saw someone like over on the side of the road, you'd pull over to see what's going on, right? The car's over the side. Now you're like, nah, sorry, bro.
Yep. Just keep on going.
You just keep going because you don't know, right? Yeah. The one time you stop, it's going to be that one time it's that jerk who they're pulling some scam or something like that. But also it is also different because
or some piece of shit hit you.
Well, yeah, but also like back then people didn't have cell phones, so they didn't have a way to reach out to anybody to come and help them. right? Now it's like, you got a cell phone.
And, most highways or whatever, they have, patrols. And like here in Texas, right? Like, especially if there's nothing but toll roads, they're coming. You know what I mean? So you don't have to really worry about it or help anybody out because there's nothing you can really do. Now, I've helped people push cars across. If it's daytime, I'll help people push cars and shit.
You see a lady and they're trying to push their car. Okay, you can hop out. It's the middle of the day. Yeah, I've done that too, But like now, like on the back of your driver's license, there's a number to dial that if you get stranded on the road, and someone will come and help you.
Mm-hmm.
No cost, no fee, no nothing. They're going to come, that time when I ran over that, what was it? The drivetrain that fell in the middle of the road while I was on my way to the show one day and I hit it because it was just out of nowhere. I had the freaking, NTTA guys, even though I wasn't on the toll, but the guy comes driving up behind me. He pulls up. He's like, because where I wasn't getting out of the car until someone came. I'd already called AAA in that. And he's like, you good? What's going on? We need to get tire changed. I was like, oh, I got, I called AAA. They're on their way. He's like, cool. I'm going to go talk to the car that's up there in front of you. Let me go see if they need some help. I was like, all right, cool. But he pulled behind me. He's got this big old truck with the flashing lights and everything. The guy was ready to help me change my tire. So.
Yeah. Well, they don't want you out of the car for sure nowadays. It's one of those things where, they want you to just stay in your car. Don't get out.
Especially I'm on the freeway in the middle where on-ramp and they were merging. So there just wasn't a lot of, if someone doesn't have a family member or a friend to help get them a bus ticket to where they are going, they ain't getting in my car.
You read into stories and you start reading through the lines and whatnot. You're like, you're probably like a piece of shit, Just I can't take the risk, and I also don't want to be caught up in some type of self-defense bullshit either. You know what I mean?
I've heard stories from like my aunts and uncles of them. They were driving somewhere, when they were younger in like college and stuff, and they were going home or something like that, and they were driving on their own, and they saw someone on the side of the road, and they're like, you know what, I want some company. So they would pull over to let that person in and give them a ride up to where they were going or, wherever, and just to have company.
Yeah. Crazy, right? It's nuts.
Yeah. It's insane. Are we going to drink this last one?
No, I'm good after this one. I'm still sitting right here. So, yeah, no, I'm good. Let me slam it then and we'll get out of here. But, right. So again, this Wednesday, 7 p.m. Central Time, Strike Up here on Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, and Facebook. We're going to have Michael Henson. Give that guy the fanfare he deserves. Tell me everything about Michael Henson.
He's creates comics. He's an artist. Created Comic Shield, Slab Shield, Card Shield. Apparently, he's a big deal that negotiates contracts and things like in like his like regular job. He's creating his own brand of whiskey. Just overall fun guy. Can we say that? He's just a fun guy.
Yeah.
And when you get him and us together, the wheels are shot off. Like, no telling what is going to be said or what's going to happen during the show. Like, let's just be honest. Who knows? Your guess is as good as mine. But we're going to have fun. How's that sound?
The fact that he's going to be here in person, that makes it that much more dangerous and fun. Because when he joins us remote, it's still a good time, right? It's still a fun time. We have fun. But the fact that he's going to be here is something else.
Yep. Pickup guy hitchhiking. Later they ask, how do you know I'm not a killer? Look back and ask them, how you know I'm not? LOL.
No kidding, right?
Oh. But, guys, again, we're having the Ditch Days, Samuel Adams mixed 12-pack. This is a new summer pack this year. We had the Summer Ale, which is the one that we just finished.
Mm-hmm.
Before that, we had, nope, that one's full. Take a Day IPA. And we started things off with the Samuel Adams Summer Adventure Lager. All three beers are delicious, great. The Porch Rocker, the one that we did not have, is a phenomenal beer. Mm-hmm. But you know what? We'll record a review with this one just to get that out there for this year, just to remind you guys, hey, go and get this beer. Go and get this mixed 12-pack. You get it anywhere. Any of your local grocery stores, your beer stores, your liquor stores. It's from Sam Adams, so it's definitely mass produced and it's everywhere. Pretty much every store I go, your gas station, some of your gas stations will have them. I've seen it in some gas stations. You can get this everywhere. Go and get it. Try it out. Let us know what you think about it. From us, it's definitely a double thumbs up for sure. Ditch Days is a perfect name because I kind of want to skip work and just drink a 12-pack. Like this 12-pack.
Do I ever?
I'm not going to lie. And, the more into the summer we get, the more likely that is to happen. So, and when that does happen, stay tuned. I will post about that. I'll be like, I'm ditching work today to drink this.
There you go.
So, but you got anything else?
That's it.
That's it. Hey, thank you guys so much for watching. We appreciate you guys. We love you guys. We'll see you guys on Wednesday. As always, I'm Alan.
Rabbit Dave.
Talk to you guys later. Deuces.
Thanks for listening to Strikeout Beer.
With the Lucky Land Slots, you can get lucky just about anywhere.
This is your captain speaking. We've got clear runway and the weather's fine, but we're just going to circle up here a while and get lucky. No, nothing like that. It's just these cash prizes add up quick. So I suggest you sit back, keep your tray table upright, and start getting lucky.
Play for free at LuckyLandSlots.com. Are you feeling lucky? No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18+ terms and conditions apply. See website for details.